I meant to delete also. So, what I was saying. Um, I was really disheartened to hear of Charlie Kirk yesterday. I was getting ready to hang out, kind of moseying, and then I got the report that he was murdered, or not murdered, but that he was shot. And I kind of was just following that. I saw the video on Twitter, X, um, and I knew it was likely bad. There's be a miracle if he survived, and he did not. I think it's really disheartening where we're at in this country, where a guy who goes around talking with people, he may have a different opinion, he may disagree with you, he may think you're wrong, but he was very civil and he encouraged civil discourse. And he knew that where discourse ends, violence begins. They ended his discourse with violence. And there's a problem in this country with that. Um, they want to silence opinions that they don't like. They think speech is violence, yet they're calling these people fascists and threats to democracy, but they literally murdered a man over his opinions. Nobody deserves that. They're so extreme. They're so extreme. Leftism is evil. I'm not talking about Democrats. I'm not talking about liberals. I'm a liberal Republican. But, I mean, the media is culpable when you say Donald Trump's Hitler enough, and everyone who supports him is Hitler. I've had a lady that's been kind to me since Danielle passed. She's in a CRPS group with her, and I happen to notice that her profile is like hardcore Democrat. And just while we were talking about Danielle, we had just kind of, I mentioned politics a little, and she's like, "Oh, you're a Trumper," and I'm like, "Well, I'm pretty open-minded. I didn't want to get into it with her. I didn't want to fight with her." And then yesterday I asked her, I was like, "Hey, did you hear about Charlie Kirk?" And she's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Very sad." She's like, "Well, I'm sad for his family, not for him." And I'm like, "Do you think he deserved to die?" And she said, "Yes." I just said, "You're a terrible person," and I blocked her. People are celebrating his death. These are the same people that are going to cry when somebody does something stupid, commits a crime, attacks a police officer and is killed. And they're gonna blame people. Leftism is a mental disorder. There was nobody like Charlie Kirk on the left. There's nobody on the left who will go around and talk to people the way Charlie Kirk did. Talk to the other side. It's extremely disheartening. I mean, he won't be the last person that's killed for their beliefs, for their opinions. It's extremely disheartening. I'm physically disgusted. I wanted to hang out yesterday and have some drinks, play some Madden, and I was not in the mood after that. I mean, it's just really sad where we're at with this country. And you'll get people condemning the violence, but then you got people celebrating it. People are sharing quotes that he said, saying he deserved to die, taking quotes out of context. Nobody deserves to die over an opinion. I mean, it's one thing if you're calling for violence and people will get murdered because of what you're saying, but that wasn't the case with Charlie, and it's a damn shame. Um, there's really no way to pivot. With that being said, I mean, on a positive note, I did get a phone call today that kind of warmed my heart. Danielle, I lost my wife on the 26th, and I'm having a really hard time with it, and I'll never be the same again. My heart's broken. I feel empty. But I did get a call that because she wanted to help people and she wanted to give her body to help people, two people who were blind now have vision because my wife, in one final selfless act that was so reflective of who she was, wanted to give herself. And, well, I miss my wife, and I'd rather those people be blind. I'm really happy that, something good could come out of this. So, I'm hoping I get to meet these people one day. There might be some letters exchanged. And then possibly they live in Florida, so it's possible. Um, yeah. With that being said, it's okay to cry. I am a crier, especially now. I don't give a fuck. Um, we need to find the picks. The picks. Week 1, I went 8-8. Not great. Let's see what Tony got right and what Tony got wrong. I'll be right. I need to blow my nose. Or at least wipe it. At least wipe it. At least wipe it, Tony. Okay. Here's the picks. There we go. That replay. I'll take that one. Bear with me. Normally I'd have my TV here pointed that way, but I got it over here because I'm lazy and I don't want to grab another TV and have to do all that. So, this game was a bit closer than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if that means the Cowboys are better than we thought, the Eagles are worse than we thought, or it could just be a matter of it's the first of the game of the season, teams aren't quite at their optimal, everything is going to be a little closer, unless you're the Lions and you get smacked on the road, little humble pie. I picked the Chargers to win this, I'm pretty sure. At least with Adam and Amanda, I did. Bengals, I got that right. Colts, I got that right. Got that one wrong. Got that one right. Got that one right. This one I got wrong. This one I got wrong. This one I got right. That one. Yeah, the Seahawks winning. Lions winning. What was I thinking? Texans, Bills. Hey, how about that comeback? And the Bears. So, 8-8. Not a winner, not a loser. It's like kissing your sister. I mean, she's hot, but it's your sister. You know what I mean? Like on one hand, it's your sister. On the other hand, she's hot, but it's your sister. It's your hot sister. She's your sister, but she's hot. She's hot, but she's your sister. Kissing your sister. All right, tonight we got Washington at Green Bay. I mean, I'd like to lean for the home team here, typically. I don't know if I would pick Washington if they were the home team. I'm kind of high on Green Bay now, even though I still don't really believe in Jordan Love. So we got Green Bay tonight. Ooh. 91% picked the Bengals, huh? Well, I tell you what, that Bengals offense looked about as good as their defense did last year. Not very good at all. Jamar Chase had a terrible game. Though the Jaguars played kind of well. It looked pretty good. They just traded Tank Bigsby, which I found incredibly surprising. home team, I guess I'm going to go with Bengals, but I could see the Jaguars winning that one. Cowboys beat the Giants. Lions and the Bears, man. The Lions looked bad last week, dude. And the Bears blew it. But it's a home game in Ford Field. Give me the Lions. Rams over the Titans. That's pretty easy. I like the way Cam Ward was chucking the football, though. He's got a cannon for an arm. He may need to learn to hit it with some placement, but I really like the way he slings that ball. Patriots and the Dolphins. I thought the Patriots were one of the more disappointing teams in Week 1. I don't know if that's more so the Raiders actually being a decent team or the Patriots aren't as good as I think they might be this season. Last year I picked them to go like 1-16, and they were not 1-16, but we'll take them on the road in Miami. San Fran and New Orleans. Who's the 49ers backup? I don't know. But I think they go into New Orleans and get a win. Are the Bills on upset alert? No. No. Give me the Steelers over the Seahawks. Ravens over the Browns. Ooh, Colts and Broncos. Broncos played a slugfest last week. They could not score. But they got that defense. They're going to go into Indy and get a win. I like the Broncos to keep rolling. In a close game, like 23-20. Maybe even lower scoring. I think the Panthers are ass and are going to be the worst team in the league this year. Bryce Young is so small. Eagles at the Chiefs. Ooh, this is a tough one. Super Bowl rematch? Why not? I don't know. Week 2 seems like kind of soon for this game. If you're going to do it Week 1, Super Bowl rematch, which I didn't want to see, or do it later in the season, I guess. Week 2 seems kind of soon for this matchup, but give me the home team. I really liked the way the Falcons played last week, not so much the Vikings. I'll take the Falcons. And we are going to take the Texans over the Buccaneers. No, we're not. We're taking the Buccaneers. On Monday night. Are we? Okay. We'll take the Chargers, too, over the Raiders. How many total points? Let's say, 24-21. That's 45 points. $54. My keyboard acts up sometimes. Acts like I don't want to type. -1. Shout out to Brody Jr. 45. Make my pants sag. And those are the picks. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. So yeah, the picks and life and the picks. Well, that's it, folks. We'll check back next week to see what Tony got right and what Tony got wrong. God bless us, everyone. Toodles.